Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Nana Jamie Sue. Today we are going to make a baked ziti. I already have my onions roasted and the leeks, and now the ground beef is browning. Now, I've looked up the ingredients that I use, and I figured out how much the meal would cost if I bought it today. Now today it would be over $9. Because I bought it all on sale, I wrote down the sale prices, and it comes to $6.40, which is a good deal difference. And that's why I buy stuff when it's on sale. Now, I wanted to talk to you about saving money on your groceries. So, with that, you can see we've saved almost $3 on groceries doing what I do. Now, I'm adding Italian seasoning and oregano to this meal because I bought the cheap pasta sauce. So, you add a little more. You can always get that packet that says spaghetti sauce on it, and it has Italian seasoning and oregano and all that in it. You could add that to your sauce. It's like 47 cents for the envelope. And you just add it to the sauce, and it dresses it up a bit. We're going to take some of this grease out of here, and then we're going to add the sauce. We've already got the water ready to start for the noodles. Now this is leftover sauce that I had in the fridge. So we're going to use that up and get it out of the refrigerator today. Now I don't do much canning, but I do use the lids for holding sauce that's left over if it's going to save me room in my fridge. So here's the sauce. We're going to just use the whole thing. That's good. Stick that in the sink so it can wash up. I've got some hot soapy water ready, just in case. So anyways, by saving this much, if you don't go take out or buy something different with the money you save, you can put that back into groceries or save it for a bill. It's not that much, but every little bit helps. What are you going to do if 1 week you don't get a paycheck? So, we're going to turn this off because we're also going to bake this. So we don't really need to heat through the sauce that much because we need to get these noodles started. Ouch. And I only have one burner that works on the stove, so others don't light. And I have a phobia about lighting gas, so we're not doing it. So anyways, when the noodles get done boiling, actually, if the noodle package says 8 to 11 minutes or something like that, you're going to take 2 minutes off of there because it's also going to be baked. So you don't want mushy noodles. So you don't cook it as long as the package says. And then right after that, you're going to add butter to it so the butter melts and coats the noodles. Now you do this because if you don't, then the noodles might soak up all your sauce and get bloated and mushy. So, anyways, there's a tip also that if you save at least a cup of your pasta water aside for when you mix it with the sauce, it will help with the noodles not bloating. So, anyways, when you get this all done, you're going to put it in a baking pan, mix it all together after you put the butter on the noodles now, and put it in the oven for 20 minutes. When it's hot, you put a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top, put it back in the oven. You can use Parmesan cheese, too, but I like mozzarella. So, this water has olive oil in it and salt. Before you had the noodles. Anyways, it just makes a delicious meal. And you might have leftovers for like lunch or another dinner. If you don't want it the next day, you can always let it cool and bag it up and put it in the freezer for the next week. That way you'll have one meal that you don't have to worry about cooking. All you have to do is defrost it and then heat it up. A lot of my meals I do that. I put it in a freezer bag when it's cooled and label it, and then the next time I want to have it to eat, I take it out of the freezer, defrost it, put it in a foil pan, and put it in the oven. That way there's hardly any cleanup. Now I know a lot of y'all do the recycling and everything, but have you seen the reports about what they're recycling? They're throwing away over half of what you recycle. Now, I was into recycling a long time ago, and then I was walking down the parking lot of the apartment complex that I lived in, and the recyclers were there, and they just dumped everything that was in their recycle bin in the trash can, the dumpster, and just drove away. I couldn't believe it. You went to all that trouble to save the environment and everything, and they were just tossing it. I don't know. Don't seem right to me. But I'm not in charge of that. So we'll get these noodles going, then we'll mix it all together and put it in the pan. And I'll show you what it turns out looking like. So we spent $6.40 instead of $9 that it would cost you today. Yes, you have to have room for it, and you have to have the extra money for the sale price. But as you get going, when you find sales, Like when I found this pasta sauce right here on sale, it was $1.27 a bottle. Now, yeah, it was a small bottle, but it works for 2 people. Anyways, the regular price was 2 something. So, every little bit helps when you're trying to save. So, I got it. I ordered 5 bottles, and the store messed up and they sent me 10. So, I had a lot of pasta sauce. They did the same with my cream of mushroom and cream of chicken and bags of noodles. So I've got plenty of bags of noodles for now. I got a pound of bags of noodle for $1.16, which is a good price. You gotta watch that though. Some of the bags are not a pound. They're like 12 ounces. They're cheating you out of 40 ounces if you're not paying attention. 4 ounces, not 40, sorry. But if you pay attention to what you're buying, then you'll save money. Yes, it's going to take a long time for us to go through all those noodles and pasta sauces. But I don't have to spend the money in the coming weeks or months that I would have if I didn't buy it on sale. Now, like I said, you're going to want to boil these noodles. I'm figuring like 8 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer. When the timer goes off, we're going to take them off the heat and drain them. And then we'll put butter on top so that they don't soak up all the sauce. It's nothing worse than having sauce, plenty of sauce when you start out, and then when you go to eat it, there's not enough sauce. It's just pasta. So, this is an easy trick. So now our noodles are done. We're going to add a little bit of butter. Mix it in while it's warm. Coat all the noodles. Like I said, this is going to help your noodles not soak up so much of your sauce. Okay, so now let's move you over here and we'll get this ready. So we're going to pour the noodles in the pan, and then we're going to add the sauce and mix it up. Oven's already preheating. It's a little full, but the noodles will absorb some of the sauce. You want all the noodles covered so they don't get too crispy. Okay, so now we're going to put it in the oven. So here, let's prop this open because it keeps closing on me. I keep getting burnt. Next time I will not be buying this oven. It works good, but that one door does not want to stay closed. So now, see, our meal is in the oven, and when it's cooked 20 minutes, then we're going to put some mozzarella cheese on top and let it melt and get all golden bubbly, and then it's ready for dinner. I'll be back when it's time. Okay, let's see how this baked ziti turned out. Now, you don't have to bake it. If you're running low on time and you need a quick dinner you can just put it together and eat it like regular pasta with red sauce. Doesn't that look good? But the whole idea is you make extra. You make enough for one, maybe 2 meals, and then when it's cooled, you put it in a freezer bag, and then a week later, maybe 2, you take it out, defrost it, put it in a pan, and heat it up, and your dinner's done. The whole point of these kind of meals right here is you have it all ready. Maybe you don't trust putting the noodles in the baggie with the sauce and the meat, but you could always boil the noodles ahead of time, mix it in with the defrosted sauce, and then put it in the oven. Half your meal is already done. Let's taste it. Get some meat and cheese and sauce. That's very good. Very flavorful. And like I said, really it didn't cost $6.40 because you figure a pound bag of noodles could probably make 3, maybe 4 meals for 2 people. So, anyways, that's our meal for tonight. We'll add a little bit of rolls to it, and we're good. I'll probably put some garlic butter on the rolls, and we'll be all set. You could add a side salad if you wanted, but this is filling enough and it's got vegetables in it. I mean, it's got onion and leek and stuff like that in it. So you're not missing your vitamins if you just eat this in a roll. Thanks for joining me. If you like the video, please click the thumbs up button. And I'd appreciate you subscribing. Y'all have a very good day. Thank you so much for joining me.